I just realised I've been stupid. You know what? It's fine. It's fine. I'm back now. I accidentally didn't have audio for a second, but that is fine. I just realised I've been stupid. You know what? It's fine. Alright, okay. Oh, I just have the stream up as well. Anyway, so here we go now on the formation lap. Wait. So on the formation lap, now we come round the final corner. Like I said, Super Roland's first pole position in FERL. Can he convert it into a race win? He's obviously got some pace around here, but is it the pace that he's able to keep up throughout the laps? We will have to see. It's now all of them come to line up. Alex Tong jumping out of his car. I think it's Alex Tong anyways. Yeah, starting in P3. There's a... Oh my god, who's doing donuts? Stop doing donuts. We'll wait. So the lights are now cleared. Oh shit. Okay, Super Roland's back in his car. Right. Everybody now saying that they are ready. I think we are ready to get a race underneath our hands. The lights are going out. It's 2, 3, 4, 5, 10 if you want to be a pedantic. And the lights have gone out and away we go for the race here at Monaco. Nobody that I can see has had a bad start now. As you can see with the handbrake, some people might mess up just a little bit. Now coming into the first right-hander. Down onto the straight A, never heated. Wanted to try and get a run down on Super Roland into this right-hander now. Obviously it's different in Formula E now, but for the time being we just have the short layout, and Super Roller never heated, going at it, coming down into this left turn. Someone needs to tell me what the name of this turn is. Anyway, coming down into the left turn now, and never heated has taken the lead, coming just before the swimming pool chicane into... It's not Sandoval. It'll come to me at some point. I'm not sure. Whenever heated now, taking the lead from Super Roland in the first lap. 1.6 seconds he's pulled. Nick start going into P3. He is racing today. Super Striker 1.1 seconds behind Alex Tong, losing 2 positions from the start. XN is making a position, and no, so is never heated. Jan, someone not really seen before in FE1, has made up a position. Well, not a position. He's been to the point, I think, for the first time in FE1. Kinos in P9. Not a bad race start, but we still have these two battling it out. Never heated just behind Super Roland. Super Roland's took back the lead just a couple of corners ago. Now into swimming pool chicane. How quickly can Super Roland take this? Takes it quite quickly, and it's going to be the lead taken for Super Roland. What a race weekend he's going to be having for the time being. Super Roland, yeah, 3/10 to the lead. Nick 8/10 behind. Nick's not having a good... Well, he's having a good one. He's obviously on the podium, but not maybe what he would have expected today. Xenis P4, Super Striker P5 losing position to Xenis. Alex Tong also losing a position to Xenis. Xenis is having a stormer coming after the first 2 laps. Kinos, Jan's lost position, but Kinos still sat in P9. Formula Racing and Aviation's lost position as well. So, not the best starts for some people, but definitely not bad for most of them. Let's come now into a swimming pool chicane. Right, okay. So, now coming down into it's not really Sandoval, kind of Sandoval, but not like the Sandoval that we were used to in F1. It's now, I think, is that 2 of the Meccano Motors drivers, and it's 4 tenths now gap from the Super Roland to Never Heated Nick. Just behind, no, that's the Envision driver of Nick. Nick catching up at the moment. Nick's had decent pace from the first laps. Look at the lap time. Super Striker had the fastest lap of 50.6. And it's followed by Super Roland with a 50, yeah. And then Super Roland with a 50.808. So Super Roland showing some decent pace, and Never Heated gets past Super Roland. Super Roland having the best lap now. As now we come down into Raskas. That's it. Comes down into Raskas. You know, so as they come down into Raskas. Yeah, Raskas. Super Roland now 4 tenths behind Never Heated, as he was just a lap ago, losing quite a bit of time to the lead. Never Heated for 50.5. Never Heated has set in sector 1, foot behind Dennis. Currently is 2 seconds behind the leader now. He isn't having such a bad race of himself. Alex Tong losing 3 positions from the start. That's the start he's going to want to forget. But there's still 30 laps remaining at the end of this one, and still much more time to gain coming into the next couple of laps. Let's go. What actions are on track? There's still these two though. I think is this Dennis and Alex Song. It's looking like Song still going at it now down into Sandoval, where heroics are made and crashes are made even greater. Comes down into Sandoval, the right hand turn. Don't want to cut your rear tyres. Alex Tong gets a he brakes slightly later, but isn't able to capitalise on the exit. So now side by side coming down into this chicane thingy mabob. Is a chicane in F1. That's besides the point. Now into this left hand and coming up to the swimming pool chicane. There's Alex. Oh, okay. I thought Alex got a lot further ahead than he did then. As now they are coming into Raskas and Gaze. And is that Nick? Has Nick made a mistake? Is that Super Roland? It's a green car nonetheless. I think that's Super Roland there. The top 5? The top 6 separated by 2.3 seconds. So still anybody's race to win. Super Roland making a mistake now 2 seconds behind Nick. Taking the lead. A familiar sight we've seen throughout the entirety of the season. The world champion is currently leading by 7 tenths to Never Heated. Another sight that we've seen quite a bit. Never Heated just falling short of Nick during this championship. So now I think Super Roland is going to want to try and make up a few positions, but the race should be settling down a bit now. But we now see Dennis, and that is Super Roland that is going to be taking the attack mode very swiftly taken there. That was wow. Okay, that was pretty satisfying to watch. Super Roland taking that attack mode, and we have Nick still in the lead. Let's see how far Nick's lead is. Still big. It is 6 tenths. It's shortened now. Super Striker currently in P2. It's the 2 Dutchmen that lead in a 1-2 fashion, followed by the Brit and this Spaniard. And then it's a lot of other countries. One of them is Austrian. Anyway. Now, coming into the chicane. It's always going to be... I just call it a chicane. It probably isn't really a chicane. But that's besides the point. 8 laps in. There's about 27 to go at the end of this lap. And Nick leads by 6 tenths. And 4 tenths separate... Or 1 second about separates the top 3. Alex Tong making back positions now in P4 after he was in P6 just a couple of laps ago. And we'll see, is he going to be catching? I've hold L so much. Anyway, Alex Tong at the moment, he is catching, and Alex Tong, wait no, he's catching, he corner cut, and then he didn't catch. So he lost 4 tenths that lap to the leader. Super Roland is going to be want to make a charge, try and get back that P1 that he got at the start of this race. It's now Nick leads into the kind of chicane. Wait, is that Nick? Yeah. Let's go with Takis. And that is Rowdy Roddy. Now coming into Sandoval, the hoodie man of Takis, the Scotsman, the flying Scotsman, is going to try and get past the driver of Rowdy. Oh. Now coming into what's the chicane called? Hold on, let me get a track map. Monaco. Right, you can watch this beautiful track. Map. I'm going to learn all these. Right, hold on. It is Nouvelle Chicane. Aha! Was it Nouvelle Chicane into Tabac, Louis Chiron, into Pool, which is Pistine, because it's French. Anyway, into Rascas, and then Anthony Knowles. Right, so Nick now leading by 8/10 to Super Striker Never Heated 1.5. Alex Tong 1.7. Alex Tong is on a charge. Alex Tong is going to want to try and get P1. He's not had a win in what feels like forever, and I think one at Monaco, one that he's very happy about, is Otaki spins coming into Sandevot. The rear tyres that we were talking about just earlier have messed him up going into Sandevot. Oh, Nick's made a mistake on what happened with Nick there, but now for the first time in what feels like ages, I'm pretty sure, we have Super Striker leading a race in FE1. 8/10 separating the top 4 Super Roll, and could have been in that top 4, but he made that mistake just a few laps ago. 10 laps have gone, 11 laps at the end of this one. And we're going to see what is going to be happening at the end of this lap. Not much seems to be happening. Like I said, Super Striker leading now, leading quite comfortably. As now we come into Pistine. The Pistine chicane, pool, swimming pool. That's why it's called swimming pool, because it's Pistine. And is that Alex Tong that is getting quite close to the front? So at the moment it is a 0.001. I didn't even see that. Second difference between Never Heated and Super Striker. Alex Tong 3.8, Nick 5/10, and then it's 2 seconds from there. So the top 4 looking pretty interesting today. Let's go on board that. Wait, it kind of works. The onboard kind of works. Not very well, but it kind of works. Just the piece for now. Nick 1.1 seconds behind the leader, 3/10 from Alex Tong. Never Heated takes the lead again from Super Striker with Alex Tong 8/10 from the lead. Jesus Christ. That's nice, you know. Is this right, I don't know what as we have now. I think this is that's cool. Anyway, so if I look at the corner cuts, I'm not sure what the corner cuts are. We have people on quite a few corner cuts. Super Roland being a notable one on 5. He was leading the race just a few laps ago. At the moment, he doesn't seem to be gaining as much time as he might want to. So, at the moment, Never Heated leading 2/10 from Super Striker, 1.5 seconds to Nick. So, top 4 is split up a bit. I think that was a potentially a mistake by the 2 drivers of Alex Tong and Nick. As now we're coming into swimming pool chicane, and who's that spun? No! Super Striker spins at the swimming pool chicane. Oh, he has to leave. Oh no! What a race he was running. But now it's Nick, Alex, and Never Heated running in the top 3. Super Roland, who was having a good race, now only P4, like I said before, to 4 seconds from the lead. That is not very good for Super Roland, but Nick, Alex Tong, and Never Heated now all fighting for the lead. Could this be foreshadowing for what could potentially happen next season? Could Alex or Never Heated try and fight Nick for the championship come season 8? We're 15 laps down, got like 2, 3, wait. Yeah, like 2, 3 laps until we're halfway done. in this race. As now comes down the straight. Is that Alex Tong leading a race for the first time in what feels like forever? As Alex Tong leads, now coming into Sandivar. Alex Tong at the moment now coming through the Nouvelle chicane into... I forgot the name of this one. Anyway, Alex Tong, after having the bad start that he did, dropping down to P6, he now finds himself in P13. Alright, I'm back. Now we have Alex Tong. I think he's just 0.066 from the lead. Never heated now. Very close to him. Nick still 0.5. I'm not sure if that was a mistake last lap from Alex Tong, but now we have. Can someone get that car removed from track? Anyone that isn't racing anyway. Anyway, we have Alex Tong trying to chase down. Never heated. Having a good lap. Both of them going to pit. So Alex will potentially be pitting next lap. He's going to want to push as much as possible. As it's a similar lap as the last time. Now comes into thingy. So we're going to stay with Alex Tong just for the time being. Honestly, I don't think that the overcut is going to work, especially on a track like this where you're having to use. But towards the end of the session, could we potentially see Alex Tong be faster than them as the tire degradation? He takes attack mode. Does that mean that he's going to take attack mode and pit so he doesn't have to use it? Nope, he is going to use attack mode. So Alex Tong now using attack mode. He is going to try and get the overcut on Super Striker and Nick. As he sees the driver. Who's that? Is it Aviation? No. Yeah, no. Where are they? No. It's Takis. As you saw, the driver of Takis. I'm not sure what's... Fucking hell, what's happening? Oh, Jesus Christ. Anyway. So, now, 27 seconds behind is Alex Tong. Well, no, is Nick to Alex Tong. Never heated, getting a much better pit stop, though, which is something that they realised we could see. And Alex is going to go for another lap. Jesus Christ, what's happening? Oh, well. Alex Tong. So, we'll go on with... why is it? I'll be 2 seconds, boys. I'm just gonna... Two seconds? I wish we had elevator music. Might see Alex Tong pit soon, which could be quite interesting. You better pit soon. Because if not, I'm gonna throw hands. And we could potentially see an Alex Tong victory at the end of this race. Alex Tong has come into the pits. We'll put it on main screen now. As we see, where is Nick? Nick, quite far behind. Has the overcut worked? Oh. No, it hasn't. Nick has now got the lead, but But with Alex Tong staying out 2 laps later than what he potentially could have, is he going to be able to catch towards the end of the session? Kinos sets fastest Sector 1, sets the fastest lap of the race at the moment, a 50.05. Potentially, and hopefully, well, potentially, hopefully, I don't know. Anything can happen. But that's fastest lap of the race for Kinos now on lap 21, 14 laps to go. Alex Tong still just a bit behind. But could we potentially see faster sector times than Nick? He has a 14.7. I think he got a bit hesitant coming into the final corner right there, and it's going to be it's not going to be the best final sector as we saw at the end, but now he's going to get into the groove of it. He's going to try and find them 2.4 seconds he's got to find in 12 laps. It's going to be about 2/10 a lap, 3/10 a lap that he's going to dig out every single lap, and Kinos sets another fastest lap with a 49.8, but I was just saying Alex Tong is going to have to try and dig and dig and dig and dig and dig, and wait, no. That's Nick to Never Heated. Never Heated is on a Madden. I don't know what he did in the pits. I really don't know what he did in the pits. But also, Alex Tong's lost 4 seconds. At the end of it all, he's managed to lose he's lost 4 seconds, but he is catching. He's catching a little bit, but not as much as maybe he'd want to. It's an invalidated lap there for Never Heated. He hasn't caught too much, has Alex, but Alex is catching up to Nick at a steady rate and should well, not hopefully, but should pass him soon. Is that him in the wall? We're going to go on orbit for a bit. Oh, shit. Oh my god. Oh, wait. Jesus Christ, I've not played this game in ages. As we see, Never Heated now. Coming around the final corner. Was it a wall that he hit? He did lose a bit of time coming into Sector 2. It's a 14.883 in Sector 2 from Never Heated. Alex Tong at a 14.4. How much faster is that than the driver of Never Heated? It is only 2/10, but Dennis now showing some real pace. Whether that's the attack mode or not, I'm not entirely sure, but we're going to have a look at the lap now with Never Heated, as Nick is just behind him. Alex Tong not too far. It's almost a guaranteed podium for the 3 of them as long as they don't mess anything up. But we've seen what can happen. Is again, it's the streets of Monaco. Nothing is impossible and nothing won't happen that hasn't happened already. You know, it could be a power outage. It could literally be anything. As Dennis is now setting fastest Sector 1, but it's not going to matter. He's 12.8 seconds behind all of the drivers. As we now come into the final, the final corner. Final. It is the final corner. I'm being stupid. 4.4 seconds separate the top 3. As Super Roland overtakes Formula Racing after his race start. He's now 9 seconds behind the leaders. Alex Tong, that's a 50.7 with Never Heated and a 50.6. So Never Heated and Nick, I think, we're both respectively going faster. It's a 50.2. Nick might have used attack mode. Where is Nick? Nick has not used attack mode. Nick is just going speed mode because he knows that he wants to get this win. Never Heated is currently in the lead. It's going to be Never Heated though, who is going to want to definitely take this win. But I mean, it's also Alex Tong. I'm speaking just out of my ass at the moment, but any 3 of them at the moment are all in contention for the victory here in the streets of Monte Carlo. As we now come to the line, and is it going to be Nick that's just faster than Never Heated? It's Nick sets a 50.7. Never Heated sets a 50.8. Alex Tong sets a 50.8. Alex Tong might have made a little bit of a mistake hitting that much later, but like I said, there's still 10 laps to go, including this one, and there is still all to play for coming into the final closing stages of this race session. It's not qualifying. Oh, and that's Nick! Nick spun coming into the swimming pool chicane. He's swimming like the fucking swiggly wiggly bit. But that is not good for Nick. That's going to give Alex Tong P2. And as I just said, anything can happen during this race. And it now gives Never Heated the lead by about, 3 seconds it is. Or it was between him and Alex Tong. But there is, like I said, still 9 laps to go. 9 laps for Never Heated to make a mistake. 9 laps for Alex to make a mistake. And as we saw Nick make a mistake, now he has dropped himself down into P11 with an 11 seconds of lead. Is that a 1 minute 10 seconds slower than the leaders in this session? And we might potentially see Never Heated try and get the win. I think we've seen these two battle a few times before, whether it's for a win, whether it's just for a podium spot, whether it's just for good points, we've seen them battle. But there is 9 laps remaining for this session. Attack modes, I'm not sure how many people have used. I hope Alex got to count. Anyway, we see now Alex. Where's Alex? Alex setting us. Alex setting not the fastest Sector 1, but is Sector 2 going to make up for it? It is, just a little bit, and it's 4.6 now. Never Heated does seem to just be edging away and getting slightly quicker every single lap than Alex Tong. Alex Tong getting very precariously close to the wall there. As we now come into the Nouvelle Chicane for the 28th time today. When I look in the midfield, Dennis and Nick. At the start of the season, they were battling for P1, and now they're in P6 and P5 and hoping to make up positions with Super Roland just in front of them. Not a slow driver of any means. Formula Racing, though, could potentially get a podium come the end of this race. Alex Tong is, like I said, still 4.6. Is he going to be catching? Is he going to be catching? That's all Never Heated will be thinking in his head right now. Is he going to catch? Is he going to catch? You know, he just has to keep it nice and calm. And it's 3 seconds. He's Never Heated. Lost quite a bit of time there in that final. Has he? Wait. What have I missed? What? I'm not entirely sure about what happened, but you know what? We're just going to deal with it. Is that Never Heated just ahead? Oh, Never Heated is quite a bit ahead. I think Alex Tong... What's happened with Alex? Alex Tong losing quite a bit of time. I'm not sure what happened last lap. I think there was a little bit of a glitch. But we've now 6 laps remaining. Alex Tong closest to the win he's ever been this season, but being denied by Never Heated. But as we've seen and I've said like a million times now, it's Monaco. You know, there's walls like every corner. You know, a crash can happen at any moment. And all these drivers have to do is try and keep... Right. Another driver have to do is trying to keep it clean, but Alex Tong hitting the wall there. That isn't going to help him much. As now we're coming into the closing stages now. It's not just maybe, it is. The closing stages. It's Never Heated now leading by 4.8 seconds, a little bit slower than Alex Tong in that lap. I think Alex made the mistake of pitting too late. We saw the 2 drivers, Never Heated and Nick, pitting just before. And the reason, I'll explain the reason for the people that are a bit thick. The reason that works is because when they pit, they have like much fresher, but like when it gets to the end of the race, there will be similar tyres. So Alex isn't going to catch 4.8 seconds in his next couple of laps. Or he could use grab packs, but we don't know. We also have to see if attack modes have been used yet. As no, Alex Tong might have used both of his attack modes. Looking in sectors, Alex Tong just a bit behind. Oh, he's caught a lot in Sector 2. So if Never Heated does keep on making these mistakes, he will lose too much time to the Spanish driver of Alex Tong. 4.4 seconds separates the top 2. 4 laps. It's got to be a second a lap on average for Alex Tong. 1.141 seconds a lap quicker. Alex Tong does have to be. Looking at the sector times at the moment, it is... Wait. Just a little bit faster is Alex Tong, but it's not going to be enough to give him the race win. After this, there's going to be 3 laps remaining. As Alex Tong I will go in the midfield battle for a bit, just because I feel like I've not been looking at it enough. Where is it? Ex-Dennis. Ex-Dennis. Nick. And Super Roland. Super Roland lost the position now, and it's Ex-Dennis, Nick, and Formula Racing fighting for that final podium position. 4.8. Alex Tong is to Never Heated. 9.1 and 9.6. Formula Racing is being caught really, really quick. He's got to keep that time. He's got to keep the pace up that he's been having for most of this race, so he does not lose the 5 tenths the Formula Racing had gained because of the mistake that Nick made. This could be a podium for Formula Racing. As we've seen them coming into like fucking Poco Loco or something. I don't know the name of this corner. Stop bullying me. And it is still 9.1, 9.6, 8.8. Super Roland could still be in the battle for the podium if any of them make a mistake. He isn't too far. It's 2 seconds to P3 for Super Roland. It's Never Heated. Crosses the line. 2 laps remaining. And it's 4 seconds now. I wonder what happened there. I wonder what's happened to Never Heated as to why he lost the tenths that he did. 1.13. Right, apparently it's broken again. I mean, Alex did go faster, don't get me wrong. But, like, unless... Okay. I'm not going to question anything. But 2 laps remaining. And we have a battle currently between the two, well, Olin and Nick's oh, I didn't see that. Nick's made his way past Formula Racing to get himself back up into the podium positions after the mistake that he made. And is that, I'm sure the stewards will look at that after the race, but it won't be too big, especially if Dennis does manage it. Never Heated is losing heaps and heaps and heaps and heaps of lap time. Is he going to be able to keep it nice and steady come the final lap? It's lap 35 out of 35. Almost 100% of the race has been completed. And Never Heated, as tough as battles were at the start and as tough as the pit stops were, and Nick spinning definitely helped his cause. As now we have got just what is one sector left for Never Heated to not do a mess up, to not fuck up his entire race. And it's going to be the Brit. It's going to be Never Heated. And it's going to be the first win this season, I'm not sure, but it's definitely a win here on the streets of Monte Carlo. Alex Tong, 2.3. He was cashing rapidly. But I don't know if Never Heated wanted to try and chill, wanted to try and keep it nice and smooth so he didn't fuck up. And GG there by Alex Tong. Good sportsmanship from the Spaniard. And it was great racing by the both of them. Nick finishes up with a P3 finish after his mistake. Formula Racing might be annoyed with himself that he was not able to keep that position, or that wasn't able to keep the podium position with Ex-Dennis. Not a normal place for him. Super Roland P6, especially after starting pole position. He might not want to talk about this race too much afterwards. We'll try and speak to some drivers. Where's the podium? I don't know, but good racing by the most of them, and it's Never Heated who will be victorious in Monaco today. We'll bring the race winner up if he wants to come up. Hey, Never Heated.
Hello there.
So, a win in the streets of Monte Carlo. How are you feeling?
Good. I mean, I haven't won in 2 seasons, even though I've been second in the championship for both. So.
You're very quiet, by the way. What do you think made you good at this track? What do you think gave you the edge over Alex and Nick?
Well, Nick's fun, and I don't know. I didn't make many mistakes.
Do you think potentially Alex's pit strategy might have done something with him?
Possibly. I mean, once he came out of the pits, he was 4.5 seconds behind, so it did make it quite a bit of difference. Definitely mentally.
What happened towards the end?
When
you lost 2 seconds in 2 laps?
Oh, just taking a call.
Yeah. That's what I thought.
As long as I didn't drive 53, so I was fine.
Overall, fantastic race, Never Heated, and congrats on your race win.
Thank you.
We'll bring up P2 at the moment. Where is it? Alex Tong. Hey Alex. Hola, ¿cómo estás?
Yeah, hello.
So, P2, could it have been a better result had you changed maybe when you pitted?
I changed my pit strategy because I missed 2 times attack mode. I planned to use both of them before pitting, but I only managed to use one, so I had to pit the last lap of the pit window, I think, and I spun on the in lap, so it wasn't ideal.
It's not ideal, is it? Do you think, obviously, we had the spin of Nick, I think it was around the swimming pool chicane. Do you think it would have been P3 had he not spun, or do you think you had the pace to potentially, you know, get that race win had you not done them mess ups, or at least P2 with Nick still in the equation?
I think it was pretty close. Nick, I think, had more pace than me. So I think he would have stayed in P2 and I would have got P3.
Alright, and are you happy with where you finished today, or do you think, are you slightly annoyed, or do you think, you know, you've done well enough to get where you are?
Well, obviously I'm a bit annoyed that I spun, but I think it's a good result anyway.
Yeah, and well, congratulations on your P2. And now, wait, where's the podium, by the way? Anyway, Nick, first thing I'm going to ask you, what happened?
The wall said fuck you.
Is that it?
Yeah,
Then you just fuck you.
basically.
Where, had you not had your mistake, where would you have finished, do you think? Do you think you would have won? Do you think Never Heated would have just edged over you? Do you think Alex Tong maybe might have been a bit faster?
No, I would have still finished B3. But so I don't really care about me hitting the wall. I'm just happy I finished in third, and that I'm continuing my 100% podium streak this season.
Fair enough. And obviously now it is essentially confirmed that your championship... Yeah, I didn't actually check the maths. I couldn't be bothered. But now we basically know you are, so congratulations anyways. And do you think... obviously, I don't know if you saw... I've asked Alex... Not I've asked Alex and Never Heated this. With Alex's pit strategy pitting 2 laps later, do you think that might have caused him to be as far behind as he was?
No, I already spun, so I think that was why he was behind.
And, well, as annoyed as you might be, or happy as you might be, I can't tell with you. Congratulations on your P3. Do we have a podium?
No.
So, can we just do the podium on the fucking diving boards?
You're on
Yeah.
one title.
Is that it then? Is that it? Aviation. Okay. Well, I think that'll be it for Monaco today. As we saw, Never Heated taking the victory after Nick having a spin and Alex missing his attack mode twice for some reason. But yeah, congratulations to the top 3 drivers of Nick, Alex, and Aviation. No, wait, Nick, Alex, and Never Heated. And I will see you guys in... Where are we at next?